This is a team to...
Deep with a kickoff. The Bears are set to kick it deep. And he got all of that one. A great kick. Hand off to the tailback. Green pulls him down at the 27. On the ground. Big hit on the ball carrier.
And when you talk about getting middle about 80% of the time, that's inside the tackle. So you have to be able to have some success doing it. This time, there was no problem getting it up in there.
About 7 yards there. He'll go from the I formation. Hands it off. Boom! Makes the tackle at the 39. Shot in motion. Falling and audible now. Drops back. Looking for an option. Rolling out to his right. On the run. And he hits his target.
Watch it.
Flings it to the outside. And he makes the grab. Dives and makes the tackle. Smith starts out of the shotgun. Gets the pass off. Short pass complete to the wide receiver on the right side. They went with a screen pass on that play.
And the defense was waiting to pounce on it.
They'll get it again. Slips the tackle. Breaks through. Loses the defender. Big pop that time.
Boom!
Chicago comes out in their nickel package. Hands it off. Dives and brings him down. Full formation. On the carry. Running with a lot of room in front. He's at the 20. Green is the guy who's there to bring him down. And the... Hand off to the tailback. Closing in. Gets rid of it. This pass is incomplete. John, it looked like it. They'll go from the I formation. Smith sends a man in motion. Surveying the field. Throwing. This one falls incomplete. Good defense down near the goal line.
The defensive coordinator believes in a bend but don't break philosophy. They'll give up some yardage in the middle of the field. But when they get down near the goal line, they really turn it on and make big plays like that.
The Bears come out in a dime package. For an option, pressure, hit as he throws. Incomplete pass.
You better kick it here.
Bryant lines up for the field goal to try to put them on the board for the first time in the game. And it's on its way. Boy, let's get back to the play on the field. As we take a look at his success returning kicks, we get ready for the kick. And we go back to the game. The Giants are ready to kick this one off. Booming kick downfield. Backing off. Hutchinson using split backs. Dorsey. He lost it. The Giants. Very unusual, John, because he just doesn't fumble very often.
Yeah, but fumbles are part of the game. They happen to the best of them.
It's 1st and 10. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Throwing. He finds his man. That was a good adjustment by the receiver.
Quickly and make your adjustments quickly. Running option routes and running them effectively takes a lot of repetition and practice.
Barber. The back breaks free. Green brings him down. And the 1.
This running back is more effective than some passing game.
ball almost on the goal line, less than a yard away. Give it to the halfback. Haynes drags the ball carrier down behind the line. And he chases him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
I'll tell you, he's one of the most knowledgeable defenders in the league. He knows how to play the game, and he always knows what's going on.
Dane. Play action to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. The defender with room to run. The defender was all over that one.
That was a great pick. He was reading the quarterback like a book.
So after the interception now, it's 1st and 10. The quarterback lines up with two options behind him. He'll pass on 1st down. Under pressure. Good play in the backfield. Robin did a great job breaking secondary off the line to be in better position to defend a deep pass. The Giants come out in a nickel package. Drops back. Looking for an option. Gets rid of it. This one falls incomplete for anybody's head here, so they back up the secondary. New York lines up with 7 guys in the secondary. Gets the pass off. On the mark. Allen records the tackle at the 45-yard. New York lines up at the 46. Gives to the halfback. Of course, he didn't have much to work with.
With an aggressive defense like this, hard count could be an effective way to keep him off balance. I'll try to draw him offside.
With the throw, he was really hit hard on that play.
Yeah, you talk about...
Right in there.
And that's the kind of play they practice over and over again, where he just floats it out there where only his receiver can get it.
Tosses it right. And he just got level.
Yeah, you know that whole deal about...
Maynard is back to punt. Carter looks like he's ready for the return. Here's the punt. And he signals for the fair catch. Defense lines up in the nickel. Steps up with the pass. Behind him, and he has it. Break makes the tackle at the 13. Looks to be all right. Looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. Haynes stops him dead at the 13-yard line. He's trying to pick his way through the middle, but there was no room.
That's right. And when the middle of your offensive line is eaten up like that, you got to try and get to the outside. They wouldn't let him get away.
The Bears come out in a nickel package. With the throw to the 20. And the catch is made. Number 92 stops him at the 33-yard line.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on 3rd down. They come through with this perfect play that gets him a first and keeps the drive going.
Throw again. Green makes the play at the 36. Game. Gets the call. Play action. Rolling. Here's an opening. The 50. Brown with the stop at the 45-yard line. Quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. If they get the call, Urlacher is the guy there to bring it down. At the Barber, the lone setback. Looking for a receiver, gets rid of it, and this pass is complete. Tillman makes the tackle at the 39. Smith. The Bears come out with 8 guys in the box. Basher makes the play at the 39-yard line.
I don't think you have a choice. What's the ball?
And this is the 9th play of this drive. About 4 to go. Keep the offense on the field here. Aggressive play call. Calling an audible now. Dropping back. He's looking. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Green takes him down at the 32. So at the end of 1, the score is 3-0. Surveying the field. Rolling out to his right. This pass is incomplete. Nickel package. Barber. Break makes the play at the 29-yard line.
a look at this. He gets himself into position, keeps his legs under him, and then boom, he just unloads. Now that's a depleter.
Toomer in motion. Barber setting up play action. Rolls out to his left. Scrambling. Pressure coming. Big time lick. Brought down. It's a huge loss. After the sack, they're facing third and long.
Yeah, third and long is going to be even worse because the defense is just going to pin their ears back and go.
The Bears come out on a nickel package. Drops back. He surveys the field. Hits the pass off. Brown drags the ball carrier down behind the line. It's 3 tackles so far for him today.
Now, smart coach would punt the ball here.
Quarters is the deep return man. A line drive. Fair catch call for. New York lines up in the 46. They'll pass on first down. The throw, and he hits his target. Perfect pass. Great. The Giants come out in a dime package. It's rid of it, and it's complete. John, one of your favorite terms right here. I'm going to use my second consecutive first down.
Well, when you start to establish something, you want to keep it going until the defense finds a way to stop it.
Diving tackle at the 44-yard. Quarterback is set with only one back behind him. Hand off to the tailback, dives, and brings him down at the 46-yard line. The Bears are handling the defense right now. They haven't even had a third down on this drive. Let's pick up the action. Hands it off to the back. Green makes the stop at the 44. Maybe a yard or two on that run.
This offense is determined to establish a running game here in the first half.
They're shifting the linebacker. Hutchinson out of the gun. Flings it to the outside. Bryson cuts him down at the 40. So that tackle now gives him 4. Third down play here. They have to get it to the 36. They're making some changes up front. The Giants come out of the quarter defense. Ooh, nearly picked off. He makes a great play by breaking the pass.
I'll tell you, he did almost everything right on that one. He was able to beat the quarterback's eyes. He got himself in good position to make the interception. But when it got to him, he just bounced off his hand.
Here's the kick. Fair catch. They give it to the halfback. Missed the tackle. Solid hit. Just crunched it.
The thing is, when you get hit like this,
The lineup of 6 defensive backs. Barber comes in motion. Dropping back, surveying the field. Fires it out to the left. And he hits his target. Smith really... Only one man back. Snap and throw. Break records the tackle at the 20-yard line. Smith will add only about 1 yard to his numbers with that completion.
use all of the field when passing. Make sure the defense can't just sit there on any particular route.
The Bears come out with 8 guys in the box. He's looking, lets this pass fly deep down the middle. This one falls incomplete. Looking for something downfield. Nothing was there though, and it's third down now. And this is the 5th play of this drive. Here's a look at the third down success rate of each team.
Third down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on third down, you keep 3 things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense.
Only one man in the backfield. Hands it off to the back. Brown stops him at the 35. Not drops back. launching the pass deep down the right side. Third. Out of the gun. Dropping back, surveying the field. Throwing on the run. And he just can't hang on.
Put it away.
Fiegel comes into the game for the punt. The quarters back to return. He kicks a line drive. From the 16. And we go back to the game.
This play might work.
Jones lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Loosening up the coverage on the outside. Pushes it out to the left. Still running. We'll feel that one tomorrow.
Yeah, with how hard he just got hit, touches the ball.
Backing off. New York comes out in a dive package. With the pass, he hits his receiver. Walker is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 39. Good read finding the single coverage in the secondary. The corners are backing off. Only one man back. Refuses to go down. Peterson brings him down at the 45-yard line. There's a flag on the play. And they'll bring it back because of that infraction.
This offense cannot be effective if they make mistakes like that.
Jones, the lone back. Hutchinson sends a man in motion. Closing in, throws it, and the catch is made. Williams with the stop at the 43-yard line. Loosening up the coverage on the outside. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Across midfield, breaks the tackle. Allen takes him down at the 32.
Watch this one here. He had them all lined up, looking for the knockout. He just missed. That's one of the things that's going on in this league right now. Too many guys going for the big hit instead of wrapping up the ball carrier.
With the pass, off target. Green dishes out punishment at the 28. Hutchinson completes that one, and it goes for about 4 yards. Preston with the throw. He hits his receiver. Fumble, loose ball. The Bears get it. The offense recovering its own fumble.
They just dodged a bullet on that one. Now they have to do a better job of hanging on the ball because they might not be so lucky the next time.
The Bears line up with two backs behind the quarterback. Almost intercepted.
This is a good special teams play.
Edinger comes out, hoping to put points on the scoreboard for the first time. The kick is up. Plenty of distance on that one. Good kick. The Bears have tied this one up. The Bears are lined up for the kickoff. Good distance. From the 7 to the 20. They line up in the I formation. Hand it off. Brown makes the tackle at the 33. Chicago comes out in a dive package. He's looking, rolling right, looking for the deep pass down the right side. This pass is incomplete. He surveys the field. He's scrambling around, under pressure. He's taken down in the backfield. Bratsky explodes across the line at the snap, and then makes his way to the quarterback.
Yeah, you know, that's an important quality to have if you're going to excel as a pass rusher. Explosive. Now, smart coach, you put the ball here.
Here's the punt. This one goes out of bounds. From the gun. Dropping back to pass on first down. With the pass, gets his hand on it.
One thing you want to prevent as a defense is letting the quarterback get into a rhythm, especially in a hurried situation. So they may try and throw a few things at him. like a blitz or a change of coverage, and see if he can adjust to it quickly.
Gets rid of it. On the money. The 40, the 50. Here's an opening. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. He threw it right in there for the score.
The receiver knew that one was coming, and he went up there and got it.
Edinger comes in to attempt the point after. And it's on its way, and the extra point is good. The Bears are set to kick it deep. He got hold of that one. From the 2. To the 20. Don't want to go into the half with the score the way it is. Chicago comes out with their nickel package. Looking downfield with the pass, he hits his receiver, and he's forced out of bounds at the 37. Second and short of coming.
Go with a play fake and look for something deep, or you can just run the ball. Just about anything is an option. He puts it down to just a couple of them.
They'll go from the I formation. Great fake. Launching the pass deep down the right side. Incomplete. Aggressive call on it. Smith back in the shotgun. Rolls out to his left. Slings this one. Pass ball's incomplete. 2 tip passes in a row.
Yeah, and that's an adjustment the quarterback has to make.
Here are the numbers when it comes to third down conversions.
Third down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is playing. It means your offense is making big plays when they need them.
Excellent recognition by the receiver, reading the coverage and adjusting his route accordingly.
Option routes are receiving routes designed to take advantage of the coverage. It's up to both the receiver and the quarterback to make the same read. The receiver reads zone, but the quarterback reads man. Here's a chance for him to do that and maybe get into the red zone.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Throwing short to the right side. Diving tackle to bring him down. Not much on that screenplay, John.
Yeah, it's because the runner had nowhere to go. He was waiting for something to open up, and it never did.
Second and 5 coming up here. Looks like he's calling an audible. The Bears come out with 1 linebacker and several defensive backs. A lot of space in front of him. And he steps out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
They've got the whole field to use because there's still some time. Plus, they've got a few timeouts. A run or maybe a play pass would work well here.
The Bears come out in a nickel package. Hand it off to the back. Tillman with the stop at the 12-yard line. And they were able to get to him before he got very far.
This defense can really get after the ball. Once they figure out where the play is going, they do a great job shedding their block, and they have closing speed to get to a ball carrier very quickly.
Looking for an option. Throws on the board. Shot is. And it's up. And he tacks on the extra point. The Giants draw even. The Giants are ready to kick this one off. Sends it sailing. From the 4. To the 20. Hutchinson out of the gun. Clark comes in motion. Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch anyway. They move the sticks with that completion.
I tell you, he put that one right on the money. It just out to play a little pitch and catch.
So they have first and 10 here. The Giants come out with 3 down linemen, 7 defensive backs. Surveying the field with the pass, almost got it. The quarterback thought he had that one.
You got to deliver the ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch.
A lot of speed on the field for the defense as they line up in the corner. Throws it, nearly intercepted. John is able to tip it away again.
On every pass, there's a window you try to throw the ball through. And right now, the defense is just shutting the window.
And this should be the last play of the half. The Bears line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Incomplete.
Heck, this is a good one to call.
And this should be the last play of the half. New York lines up with 7 guys in the secondary. Looking for an option. He won't get away. He's taken down in the backfield. 5 from out. With the first 2 quarters of play, we're all tied up. And welcome back. So, halftime now over. Let's take a look at how both teams performed in the first half. And he got all of that one. A great hit. From the 4-yard line. To the 20. The big. Almost every time they try to run the ball on first down, they've had little or no success.
This boils down to the
Down. Slight change in the defensive alignment. Come out in a dime package. That run didn't get them much. Gets the pass off, comes up with it. Bryson makes the tackle at the 45-yard line. Nice ball going to the air, and that'll move the chain. 1st and 10. Almost every time they try to run the ball on first down, they've had little or no success.
In a tight game, you never want to be one-dimensional. If they're on the verge here, if the first down running doesn't work.
Way to go. The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him. Throws it, drops the interception. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
One thing remains constant. No matter what kind of quarterback you are, rushing your throws is going to end up in incompletion or worse.
Hutchinson receives the defense from the gun. He surveys the field with the pass. Incomplete pass. Hail Mary pass, but it falls right to the turf.
Time to call a special team play.
They're calling for the punter again. His 3rd kick tonight. Here's the kick. And he chooses not to return this one. Only 1 man in the backfield. Urlacher is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 8.
John, the still wears down the interior line and helps to slow down those pass rushers.
Chicago comes out in their nickel package. Barber fakes the handle. Down he goes. The Bears get the safety. Seagulls, he's ready for the free kick. And the free kick is off. There's a flag on the play.
You should stop it with this play.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Despite very little success running on first down, they still lead.
Running is important, but they've got other weapons that can get them in the end zone.
Pass play here on first down. Pressure coming. Takes the pass off. Perfect pass. Hutchinson will be looking at 2nd down now after that pass picks up 5 yards. Third for the first, they'll have to get the ball inside the 29-yard line. Slight change in the defensive alignment. New York comes out with 8 guys in the box. Jones closing in. He's tackled behind the line by Green. They brought the house on that play
throws it. Because if he could get it to one of those receivers, a lot of times it's 6 points.
The Giants come out in a dime package. Throws it, and he makes the grab. Cousins with the tackle at the 30.
Time to call a special teams play.
One of the best in the league, John, but it's a little surprising to see him in from this distance. The kick is up. He missed that one. End up in an eye. On the goal, Haynes takes him down at the 38. The Bears come out in a dime package. Palmer with a man in motion. Looking downfield, looking long down the right side of the field. And he can't hang it. None of the receivers can come down with a Hail Mary. Palmer scans the defense from the gun. Palmer sends a man in motion. Dropping back, looking for a receiver. Rolls left. Gets the pass off. He finds his man. Back with the tackle. Quarters makes the play at the 48. Had difficulty stopping them on third down. On the run, Brown pulls him down at the 37-yard line. They line up in the I formation. Haynes makes the play at the 30. Gain of 7.
Use all of the field when passing. Make sure the defense can't just sit there on any particular route.
Shockey, the motion man. Looking for a receiver. Gets his hand on it. He almost got to him for the sack.
He took a pretty big shot at the end of that play. They've been working on his timing in practice. 3- and 5-step drops that are designed to get the ball out of there quickly. He still has to try and get it out a little sooner, but doesn't have to take too many hits.
Give it to the halfback. He always displays great awareness, and he gets in there and brings him down for a loss.
I'll tell you, he might be one of the smartest linebackers in the NFL right now. He anticipates, closes, and boom. He drags the ball carrier down for a loss.
They should probably take the 3 here, but it looks like they're lining up to go for it. The offense turns the ball over on down.
When a team gambles and makes it, the coach is a hero. If they fail, everyone will second-guess the coach all week long.
They can't get it done on the ground on a first down job, but they're still leading in this one.
Some teams manage to get by pretty well without a solid running game. And that's mostly, well, ones who play the pass well and ones that do both well. He's a both kind of player.
Looking downfield, going for 6. Incomplete. He read the single cover. Barber, the lone back. The 30. Brown is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 25. They'll pass on first down. Looking for a receiver. Intercepted. The defender is there to make the play.
He just stepped in front of that one. He saw his opportunity, and boom, he took it.
Jones, the deep man. Passing on first down. With the throw, almost picked off. Almost a big turnover.
The quarterback felt a little pressure on that one, and it looked like he fired the ball out there before he wanted to.
Hutchinson from the shotgun. It's the delay being number 72 is the guy who's there to bring him down. Third down and a long coming up here. So as they get set to try to convert, here's what both teams have done on third down.
Third down is when you want want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
Thomas couldn't find an opening, but was brought down very quickly.
Yeah, he was. This line has to do a better job of holding up at the point of attack. He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole. But he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
Here's the punt. From the 23. Loose ball. The Bears are there to pick up the ball. Thought he might challenge this one, and sure enough, it'll be reviewed.
The call on the field is questionable. We might decide that they made an incorrect call and reverse it.
And we'll take a few looks to determine whether the ball came out before the knee was down.
The key thing here is that the ball started to come out before his knee was down. If it did, then it should be counted as a fumble.
The Bears come out in a nickel package. Guns it to the right side. Great throw. Green pulls him down at the 4th. Chicago comes out in their nickel package. Dean. You know, Johnny always seems to be back to the game.
Be aware of the pressure here. If you feel the heat, you got to make quick decisions. Just make sure they're good ones.
Chicago comes out with 8 guys in the box. Dropping back. Surveying the field. Gets the pass off. This pass is incomplete. Too much on that throw, sailing over the receiver's head. The Bears come out in a nickel package. Looking for an option. Throws on the run. Incomplete. Great effort up front to put the pressure on.
And you'll see that kind of thing out of these guys a lot. They're big and they're strong and they're fast. Opposing offensive lines sure have their hands full when they get out in this field.
Here's the kick. And he signals to the fair catch. Hutchinson using split back. Going in the air on first down. Throws it. Just can't find a way to bring that one in. That's second down. I'm coming after the incompletion.
Try this play.
New York comes out in their nickel pack. With the throw, incomplete pass. Who won the battle at the line of
Good job, pretty simple.
The Bears line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Slings it to the outside. Allen stops the play in the backfield. Booker didn't get enough for the first. Carter into return. Here's the punt. Fumble. The Bears are there to pick up the ball. The 30, the 20, the 10. The defense is going to take it in for the score.
This is a good special team play.
So they're trying to tack on the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. Penalty marker down.
This is a good special team play.
Hitcher comes in for the extra point. The kick is up. And he tacks on the extra point. Carter gets set to return the kickoff as we take a look at his stats. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 5. Stiff arm. Barber lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Brink makes the play at the 25-yard. going to go into the I formation. Again, the run breaks free of the defender. Number 92 records the stop at the 32.
He seems to put up pretty good rushing totals week in and week out. That's exactly the kind of consistency that you look for in your ground game.
Hand it off. The back breaks free. Green with the tackle at the 43-yard line.
And allowing him to get a good run for a first down.
Only one man back. Going to the air on first down. Rolling out to his right. On the run. Pass ball's incomplete. Over. Palmer from the shotgun. Toomer, the motion man. Looking for a receiver. Rolls out to his left. He hits his receiver. The 40. And he is bumped out of bounds. At the 34. Let's see how this defense handles a no-huddle. Throwing on first down. Looking downfield on the move. And it's complete. Porter makes the tackle at the 19-yard line. And this is the 7th play of this drive. They're inside the 20. So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Bears ahead of the Giants 19-10. And we'll start the fourth quarter. It's 1st and 10.
They have to start scoring touchdowns once they get inside the 20-yard line.
He finds his man. Drake records the tackle at the 7-yard line. Every pass right on target as they keep moving the chain.
Defense is allowing the receivers to get too far upfield on him. It isn't making any plays to break up the passes. The coach has to be a little disappointed that his team has to settle for field goals when they move the ball into their opponent's red zone.
John, the coaches are always talking about his intensity and awareness.
And those are the type of plays where you see those qualities really showing themselves. He's a cornerstone of this defense. He always seems to be in the right position to make the play.
Short gain on that burst through the middle, maybe half a yard.
I don't think I'd call that one a burst. It was more of a limp up the middle. The offense has been stepping it up on third down all day.
With the throw, catches this one on his knee. Shotgun makes the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Better kick it here.
And it looks like there's a penalty on the play. And it's on its way. No doubt about that one. The Giants regain the momentum of this score, John.
You can feel the momentum shifting.
The Giants are lined up for the kickoff. Booming kick downfield. Let's get back to the play on the field.
Give this one a try.
1st and 10. New York with 6 defensive backs. Dropping back to pass on first down. Throwing. Pass ball's incomplete. And that pass is dropped. The throw was right there, but he couldn't make the catch.
That's another one of those deals where he was looking to run before he had the ball.
They'll go from the shotgun. Hutchinson sends a man in motion. Dropping back with the throw, and he makes the grab. Good looking play there as they pick up. New York comes out with 8 guys in the box. Takes the pass off, and it's caught. They get another first down here.
Well, they're not doing anything fancy, but good old-fashioned drop back and pass. And it's working.
New York comes out in their nickel package. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle by number 72. Not what they were looking for.
Where he wanted to go with it, the The defense was all over it.
New York lines up at the 46. The defense changing things up. Hand off to the tailback. Now that's a stiff one. Number 23 makes the tackle at the 47-7. The Giants come out in a nickel package. Dropping back, throwing short to his left. Swing pass to the running back on the left. Didn't make it.
Time to call a special teams play.
Carter will go back to accept this punt. Here's the kick. Fair catch called for. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. And he's brought down in the backfield by Brown.
This is your chance to try something deep. Look for a mismatch and bomb it out there.
Only one man in the backfield. Drops back. He's looking. Gets rid of it. Green with the tackle. And the 24. Carter didn't have much room to do anything with that one.
Yeah, they had the coverage, and they made the sure play instead of trying something fancy, like going for the pick.
The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him. Throwing. And he makes the grab. Porter takes him down at the... The backs are lined up in an eye. Dane. Number 92 brings him down at the 43. The Bears come out in a nickel package with the throw, and it's caught. Urlacher makes the stop at the 40. Only one man in the backfield. Play action. Rolling right. Pressure. Throwing on the run. Ooh, nearly picked up. Number 92. The Bears come out with 8 guys in the box. And he's brought down at the 42-yard line. Couldn't find much of a hole, and he's brought down after a gain of what looks like 30.
Yeah, you talk about push. This line got no push at all, and there was nowhere to go.
Nice job so far on third down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues here. Trying to buy some time. He'll take off. And he slips out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
Fourth and short, this is what it's all about.
It's fourth down, and they have to get it to the 34-yard line to convert. Dane. He picked up just enough. He just barely finds his way. Barber, the deep man. It's ball again. Brown got very good penetration there. He's looking, gets the pass off, right to him. Green makes the tackle at the 12. So they picked up a first down and a lot more. Good call there. They're 12 yards away from the end zone.
It's really been getting stopped inside the red zone so far.
Haynes holds him down behind the line.
Get the ball to the open man. You can't give him an easy pick.
And this is the 13th play of this drive. Down inside the 15.
As the offense gets closer to the goal line, the defense can tighten up and make it much tougher for the offense to get the ball into the end zone.
Broke a tackle in the backfield and got the first down.
What makes him a special runner is the ability to avoid hands and arms so well. Like he knows just what to do at the very second he needs to do it.
And we go back to the game. This one is handed off. Penalty marker down. Allen is called for holding.
Holding happens on almost every play. It just depends on whether the official sees it and decides to call it.
So it's first and goal. Again with the carry. Loses the defense. Green with the tackle at the 3.
This team just seems to lose momentum and confidence when they get near the goal line.
And that score ties it up. That was an almost perfect run in that type of situation.
It sure was. His lineman created a little push. The back just slammed right in there and got past the goal line.
So let's pick up the action. Bryant give his team the lead here in the fourth quarter with this extra point. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is off the mark. The Giants set to kick it deep. He got all of that one. From the 2-yard line. And we go back to the game. So the offense takes over, still trying to figure out this defense. It's 1st and 10. New York lines up at the 46. Under pressure. This pass is incomplete. Not much touch on that pass.
May have tried to put a little too much oomph on that throw. Give this defense a shot.
Jones lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Dropping back. Rolling. Jumps up and comes down with it. Nice read, finding the receiver who is in single coverage.
Try this play.
So we have 1st and 10 here. New York comes out at 46. Gets rid of it. Emmons stops it at the 42. Hutchinson with the soft pass.
Sometimes a play like this can be dangerous. The quarterback needs to make sure that only his receiver can catch it. Because if he puts it in the wrong place, it's easy pickings for the defense.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark. Rosen grabs the off-target pass. Looks like they'll play bump and run on the outside. With the pass, Cousin is the guy who's there to bring it down at the 45-yard line. He surveys the field, gets the pass off. Perfect pass. Perfect pass, great catch, and that'll move the chain.
In this situation, they really don't need to pass it off. They just need some positive running plays to take time off the clock and set up the field goal to win it.
New York comes up in a dime package. Walker records the tackle at the 28. 8th play of this drive. They're within striking distance here. The Giants come out of the 46. On the ball, dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Thomas couldn't get out of the backfield.
That was just the defensive line getting lower than the offensive line. When your defensive guys up front can control the line of scrimmage, it makes it very difficult to move the ball on offense. The defense is going to have to make sure they don't let them pick up the first if they want their team to get one last shot. It should be a run, so they better get ready to stop it.
1st and 10. Over the run once again. Walker makes the tackle at the 13-yard line.
They're in a great position to win this thing with a field goal. If I'm the coach, I'm just calling a run up the middle and setting it up for my kicker.
Thomas is the deep back. And breaks the play up in the backfield.
This is a good defensive call.
New York comes out in their nickel package. Thomas doesn't records the tackle at the 15. We should see a field goal attempt on this 4th down as they'll try to put some more points on the board, adding to the lead. So this field goal attempt will be from about 33 yards away. And it's on its way. He had plenty of room to spare. The Bears are holding on to a slim lead. The Bears are ready to kick this one off. Scripted. From the 13-yard line. He was unable to make anything happen on that return.
This special teams coverage came swarming down on him, and he had nowhere to hide. They got some time, but they need to get out of bounds to get to about the 35 to give their kicker a chance.
Chicago comes out in their nickel package. A pass play here on 1st down. Looking for an option with the pass. This one falls incomplete.
The defense can't relax here. All these guys need is a field goal. Once they pass midfield, the defense really has to tighten up.
Palmer sends a man in motion. Looks like he's calling an audible. Surveying the field. Gets the pass off. Great pass. And he'll take it out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He did a nice job pulling that one in.
This guy spends a lot of extra time at practice running routes. Looks like it's really starting to pay off.
Drops back. He's looking. Rolls left. Surveying the field. Throws on the move. And it's complete. Urlacher is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 37.
What they're doing here is keeping the defense from huddling up. It keeps the same defense.
Get up, man! What are you doing?
Stop behind the line. Lost the couple.
I don't get how that's a glitch.
Dropping back. Surveying the field. Looking long down the right side of the field. Right to him. McMillan brings him down at the 21.
We're not gonna get it off. Unbelievable. Ah!
The gun signals the end of the game. The final score is Chicago 22, New York 19.
Whatever.
For John Madden saying 5-4.
I lost like a fucking bozo today. Okay. I lost like a bozo today.